Megacast TV, your channel of choice. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Hello, it's only me. Now, I don't know if you follow a channel on YouTube called Adventures and Naps. She's a friend of ours, although she doesn't know it yet. She is Alana, and she's a Canadian that's been living in the UK for about 5 or 6 years now, I think. She's done a video. I'll put a link to her video in the description below. But what she's talking about are 17 words that you will only hear here in the UK. And I know Tracy's not here. I hope she doesn't mind me doing this. But I really, really wanted to go through her words and my take and my pronunciation on it. So her first word, she says, is tar. Now, we don't elongate the word as such. So tar means thank you. So I might say, it's just over there, tar. Or, yeah, if you follow the road up to the right and take your left and it's the second right, tar. It's not quite as tar as the Canadian Alana said, bless her. So I'm just looking on my ye old mobile phone here. The second word was on your bike. Now, not so much a phrase we use here in Yorkshire. We do use it. In Yorkshire, we'd be a bit more abrupt and just say, get lost. On your bike literally means go away, not interested, or just go away. On your bike, get lost. So the next word that she was talking about was you all right, or all right, hey up, you all right. In Yorkshire, we probably say, hey up, you all right? No, hey up, you all right? It's just, we wouldn't say, you all right? In Yorkshire, we just wouldn't do it. I don't know if they do it in other areas of the country. We just wouldn't do it. We might say, all right, as we're passing in the street. Sometimes we might add another word on the end. So we might say, all right, love, as we're passing, or as we're saying hello. It just basically means hello. Okay. The third word she talked about was dodgy. Now, she says it's a bit dodgy, it's a bit suspicious. So, for example, I was in Peel Square on Wednesday and there were some right dodgy characters. Or, my tummy's a bit dodgy today, I don't feel too good. Or, wow, that looks dodgy. What did you do that for? As in, it looks a bit dangerous. Perhaps you didn't ought to do that. All good and all relative. Maybe you've been drinking the night before and you've got a bit of a hangover and you say, I feel a bit dodgy today. You know, it can mean various things. Fourth word is cheers. Now, we do say cheers as in, you know, cheers with a pint of lager or a glass of sherry at a wedding. But let's say I'm in a supermarket and I say to one of the supermarket employees, can you tell me where the peanut butter is? And they go, yeah, it's on aisle 12. And I go, cheers. Or let's say I'm a delivery guy's just dropped a takeaway off. And I open the door and it's already paid for, so I don't need to pay him because I paid on my card or whatever. And I'll just go, as I take it off him, I'll just go, cheers, and close the door because I don't need to say anything else. Now, the next word she uses is terrar. Now, she said it in a very Canadian way, terrar. In Yorkshire, we wouldn't say that. We'd just say terrar. So it's not, as I said, I know she's Canadian and she will elongate words, which is what they do. But if you're a northerner, it's quite a northern word to say, ta-ra, see you later, or I'm off now, ta-ra, or I'll see you tomorrow, ta-ra, that kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? So the next word she's chosen was bonkers. We could use this in multiple ways. So we might say, they're a bit bonkers, aren't they? You know, someone's been chatting to you, you're at a bar and someone's just chatting away. Hello, how are you? They were a bit bonkers. Or it might be, that's totally and utterly bonkers, mate. So someone tells you a story and they've done something really mad or weird or strange. You know, they've ended up in a skip at 3 o'clock in the morning. That's bonkers, mate. Well, that's bonkers. Now, the next one she chose is a up duck. We wouldn't say a up duck in Yorkshire. Although she did say that it was said in the north. I don't not something I'm aware of. Although I'm not saying it's not. I used to have an ex-partner who was from Birmingham, the West Midlands, and his mother, while we were out on the street in Birmingham, would always say, "Hey up, me duck," or in Yorkshire it would probably be, "Hey up, love, you all right?" Or "Hey up, love," as you're passing in the street, or I don't know. Hey up, love, I ain't seen you for ages. That kind of, it's a term of endearment. The next word she talks about is chuffed. This is something that is usually quite pleasing. So it might be, I was really chuffed. Someone sent me a bunch of flowers. I was really chuffed. Or I got the highest score at bowling. I was so chuffed. I managed to beat them in the bidding war. I was well chuffed. That kind of thing. Yeah. The next word she uses is nip to the shop. I don't say nip to the shops. She did use that in her video. If you use a word like nip into the shop or nip to the shop, it's like you've just put the kettle on, you've just run out of milk or tea bags, and you need to just nip to the shop. So you'll only be literally like a few minutes and you'll be back. Just need to nip to the shop, we've run out of tea bags. Just need to nip to the shop, we've run out of milk. It's something quick. Or it could be something like, I need paint, so I need to nip to the shops. Yeah, we'd say that. I need paint because I'm decorating. I need to nip to the shops. I don't know anyone in the Yorkshire area that would use store. We don't generally say store here in Yorkshire. The next one she talked about was, I'll give you a ring or a bell or a buzz. I'll give you a ring. I'll give you a bell. I'll give you a buzz. All mean the same thing. I'll call you. I'll give you a bell, I'll give you a ring. In the 80s, for example, we used to have dial telephones. Literally, it was a thing that you went like that with, and it scrolled back every time you dial a number. And when on the old telephones, they used to literally have bells on them. So they would ring, they would go like, prr, 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 but with a bell sound. And so that's where that comes from. I'll give you a ring. I'll give you a bell. Also, the buzz thing comes from, I think, as far as I'm aware, in the 1980s, there was a very famous British Telecom advert that featured a bird called Busby and Maureen Lipman, mainly. And I often say to my other half, bloody hell, you like Busby? Because Busby in the 80s adverts was always on the phone. He was always talking, so I'll give you a buzz. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea basically means it's not my favourite. You'll have it if you need it, but you can live without it. It's not my cup of tea. Do you like this wallpaper? Well, it's not my cup of tea, but I can see why you might like it. Um, Look, I found this clock, or look, I found this dress. Not my cup of tea. Um, I've got to get up at 5 o'clock, and I usually get up at 10. It's not my cup of tea. That kind of thing. The next word she used is gutted. Gutted means like, oh, I'm gutted. You know, maybe you've lost your wallet. I'm gutted. You've lost your phone. I'm gutted. You are upset about something. I'm gutted. Now, the next word that Adventures and Naps went through Aurelana was sorted. This is quite a southern word, to be honest. We do use it in the north. I might be in WhatsApp talking to a friend, and we might be arranging a dinner that we're going to on Friday, and she might say, "Did you book that taxi?" And I'll go, "Sorted." It means done. It means completed. I've done it. You might really struggle to put a piece of furniture to get together, and when you stand back and look back at it, you go, "Sorted." It just means it's done, it's complete, it's finished. The next word she used was knackered. She said she doesn't use it as like an everyday word. It has to be like she's really, really, really tired. I might use it when I've just got up. I might say, "I'm knackered today. I've only been up an hour." Or at the end of the day, after I finish work, I might say, "That was a long day. I'm knackered. Shall we go to the pub?" Or I might say, "I'm really knackered. I've been to the gym." You know, that kind of thing. I'm really tired. It's been extra exhausting. The next one she said was "Bob's your uncle." Not a phrase I use that often. Again, I'll use the putting furniture together example because I'm usually quite chuffed with myself when I've put furniture together, and I might step back and go, "Bob's your uncle. I've done it. You know, completed." Or I might say at a restaurant, someone might say, "How was your food?" I go, "Bob's your uncle. It was good. It's nice." And the last one she said was butchers. Now, butchers is Cockney rhyming slang for "I'll have a look." Butchers means butcher's hook. As she said, she's totally right. Is our Alana. Butcher's hook. Butcher's hook and look means look. So someone might be looking through an Argos catalogue and say, "Oh, I've seen this lovely bit of gym equipment." So give us a butcher's. But in Yorkshire, we quite often might add a love on the end. So we might add, have you for example, in Barnsley, "Have you finished with that Chronicle? Give us a butcher's, love." So, "Have you finished with that newspaper? Can I have a look, love, please?" It's all good. It's all a bit mad. But I thought I'd try and explain it in a northern accent kind of way, because I think a lot of those are very northern sayings. And while she's absolutely amazing and I follow her channel, I think I explained it a little bit better in an English accent. Now the thing is, do they say these things in Scotland? I'll have to get Scottish people involved and see if they can do something similar. Anyway, that's it. Oh, dear. I'm going now. Bye.
Megacast TV, your channel of choice. Please like, share, and subscribe.